So first I'd like to introduce myself. My name is Mei Lin. I'm the Director of Programs and Services at Cybera. And today we're here to introduce you to Cybera. And then we'll be doing a little bit of a talk about a bit more of a technical talk around one of the security services that we're developing. Next slide. Okay, so to start, Cybera is a not-for-profit, member-driven organization responsible for driving economic growth through the use of digital technology. Our core role is to oversee the development and operations of Alberta's advanced system of networks and computers that keep our members, such as governments, educators, and not-for-profits and entrepreneurs at the forefront of technological change. Next slide. So Cybera is one of the 13 partner organizations that operate the Canadian National Research and Education Network. So this network is separate from the traditional commercial network that we use day to day during our home and work. So the function of the Research and Education Network is to connect post-secondary institutions to global research organizations around the world through an ultra high-speed network that reaches speeds of up to 100 gigabytes per second. And Cybera manages the Alberta portion of the network in Canada. So Cybera is all about working to position Alberta at the forefront of technological innovation. So we do this through empathy, thought leadership, transparency, and collaboration. And these values are not just words on a screen. We do, as an organization, strive to embody these characteristics. So Cybera's mandate has 5 core pillars. So the first one is connect. So in addition to accessing the Research and Education Network, we provide network services to our members, such as direct access to peering networks around the world. On our enable pillar, we provide above the network services, such as free access to our rapid access cloud, or working with tech talent and small and medium enterprises to provide fellowship opportunities around data science. Our third pillar is share. So Cybera leads collaborative shared service programs with the intent to help to reduce costs and improve efficiencies for our members. We also advocate on behalf of Albertans by responding to governments on policy decisions such as equitable access to internet and the privacy rights of Albertans around data. And our 5th pillar is secure. So our goal here on the secure pillar is to work with members to help enhance their security, reduce the barrier to access, and access security services. We also are looking to simplify a cybersecurity ecosystem for our members. And if you're interested in learning more about some of the issues that our members are facing, there is a panel tomorrow entitled The Fishbowl: Evolving Landscape of Cybersecurity at 11:25, where our CISO, Curtis Blaise, will be speaking with a few of the CISOs and CIOs in higher education. Next slide. So currently, there are a lot of cybersecurity services that are coming up, a lot of national and provincial services that are being spun up. And it's a bit confusing for our members in terms of where and how to access all these services. So Cybera's role is to try and simplify this ecosystem and make it a bit more understandable and accessible by providing a single catalog of services, as well as making sure that we listen to the needs of our members to make sure that we're providing services that best address their security gaps. In addition to listening to their needs, we also want to make sure that we're addressing the diverse threats that the post-secondary and K-12 organizations face. So in the next section, Joe Topchin will be going into a little bit more detail about one of the security services that is currently being developed by Cybera.
Okay, thank you. You can hear me? Yep, cool. Okay. So I'm Joe Topchin. I'm the Director of Operations at Cybera. I oversee the network operations and security operations teams here. And so what I'm going to go over in this next section here is a service that we're developing at Cybera for our members called IDS as a Service. So as mentioned, Cybera provides our members with network access. The type of network access varies for each member. Some members have access to a peering network. Others have access to the research and education network. And other members have access to the public internet through us. So because of this, we're in a key position to centrally monitor what's known as the north-south traffic of our members. And so this creates the opportunity for us to monitor and analyze traffic on behalf of members, creating a low barrier way for our members to gain insight into that type of traffic. And so this is the basis of what we're calling the IDS as a service. So when designing this service, when designing the architecture, we initially chose Zeek as the core IDS component. And as many attendees here know, Zeek is a popular and flexible network monitoring framework. There's a lot of benefits to it. Its clustering capability would allow us to monitor several points of our network and have the data easily converge in a central manner. But when we started building out the service leveraging Zeek, we realized that the raw data that Zeek provides might be a little bit too low level for our target audience. That audience being the network administrators of our membership. They're already juggling numerous other tasks, and we really didn't want to burden them with an additional task of sifting through Zeek logs. So first, we began looking for a Zeek community package that could do this type of analysis for us. And the Zeek intelligence framework is notable here, but we weren't able to find something that we were comfortable with. It's also possible that we missed something. But in our research, we came across an open source project called Suricata. And Suricata is a more traditional IDS based on a set of static rules that compares against network traffic. We were able to get Suricata up and running in a matter of an hour. And when we pointed it to a flow of traffic, it immediately began giving us parsed and small understandable results. And so this is exactly what we're looking for. And the logo here is the Suricata logo. So this is the current architecture of the IDS as a service that we're building out. We have some compute hardware deployed at 2 of our main network locations. The hardware is connected to our core routers. The router sends a mirror of our member traffic to the hardware. This mirrored stream only contains the traffic of members who have explicitly opted into this service. Suricata then analyzes the stream and parses the results. And we have a log parsing agent. In this case, we're using something called FluentD to read Suricata's results. And that log parsing agent then sends the results to a central database. Once the results are stored in a database, a member can log into a web-based portal and see the results of their analyzed traffic. So we're really excited about this service, but we do understand that there's some limitations to it. The first is that we can only analyze unencrypted traffic. We initially had concerns that there wouldn't be enough unencrypted traffic these days to make the service worthwhile. However, that's not the case. A significant percentage of network traffic is still unencrypted. Additionally, analyzing encrypted traffic would open a door that we prefer to be left closed. It would require us to set up sensitive and complicated certificate proxying and reading and analyzing. And doing this would make our analysis points much more attractive to compromise due to the reward of being able to see this type of sensitive information. Our members have appreciated that we're not analyzing encrypted traffic either, and they don't consider this inability to take away of the advantages of the service as a whole. The next limitation is that we're relying on Suricata's rule sets to detect potential threats. This means that if there's a lag in new rules, it could limit the usefulness of our service. But so far, we haven't had an issue with this. It is something that we'll keep an eye on since we're new to using Suricata in a production capacity. We'll keep an eye on it to see if this actually becomes a true limitation. And a third limitation is scaling. So as I mentioned before, Zeek has a really nice clustering capability, which allows it to scale really easily. but Suricata does not have native clustering. Our initial investigation shows that if we want to scale Suricata, we have to deploy multiple instances of Suricata and have the mirror traffic be divided up into where we want each of those Suricata instances to analyze the specific streams of traffic. We're currently looking at the best way of doing this, but we're not considering it a blocker at this time. But despite the limitations, there are some benefits. And we do believe these benefits outweigh the limitations that I just went over. First of all, it's a very low very low barrier service for our members. All they do is opt into the service. They don't need to deploy, configure, manage a collector of their own. They don't have to do anything on premise. They just sign up for the service. And that's really it. The second is that our members will gain insight into their north-south traffic, where most of our members didn't have that type of insight before. So combining the two, low barrier to access and the ability to gain insight where there wasn't insight before, we feel like this is going to be a really beneficial service to our members.